Horse's tail, bindweed, bane of my life, I fear I must concede. A bit of a poem I've just made up there. It's crap, I know, but I try my best. Have a look at this, it's ridiculous. No, not my toothless face, but these here, look at them. It's going to be a forest of horses' tails and bindweed, this, again. Bindweed. Strangulating my potato plants as they come up. You have to really dig down to get it out, but I can't at the moment because the potatoes are in. I fear that might be a potato plant, so I won't pull that. It's in the same sort of a family as sweet potatoes, I believe. But you don't get the useful, edible, nutritious tubers from it. You just get a strangulating plant. Horrible stuff. Anyway, nil desperandum. Do not despair, my fine feathered friends. I've been threatening to get them beans in, the scarlet beans in. The climbers. It's supposed to be big beans, these. Now, I didn't know whether they were runner beans or what, but they seem to be favouring the anti-clockwise turn as they go up the poles. So I'm hoping that that's the way that they want to go, because I'm encouraging them to go that anti-clockwise way as they spiral up the massive canes that I've got here. So yeah, I've been threatening to put these in since I got the canes, which is about 2 or 3 days ago, but they're in now. I've put the feed in, I've put the bloodfish and bone and a bit more on the eggshell front to assist them, and I think they're going to spiral that way. For some reason that one was a bit knackered, and I've not done that. That's happened before I planted him in. I don't know what's happened to him, but I don't think that stem's going to make it. Hopefully we'll get another stem coming off from the bottom like these ones where they split, and you'll get some more up. I'm going to be putting some more canes in and some string up there for them to climb, but we'll see how they get on for the time being until the weekend and see if they actually do naturally go that anti-clockwise direction. Runner beans tend to go in the clockwise direction, runner beans, and I'm not sure which family these will fall into, but we're starting to get some flowers on, unfortunately, on the broken one. Yeah. So I'm guessing it's going to hopefully send another shoot out, another climber out. But we'll see. That's the beauty of nature, boys and girls, isn't it? It's chaos, it's randomness. But with a little assistance from us, we can hopefully get some food from it. Those are the broad beans over there. They need to be penned in. I'm going to pen those in, as do the raspberries over there. Got a big, massive spread of raspberries now. That's all happened in the last year or two. We only put 3 raspberries in. Little raspberry canes coming up, and then they've done that. They spread the rhizomes underneath the ground, and they spread to different beds. You've got to be careful with them. They're quite invasive, the raspberries. But what I am thinking about doing is I've got to get the brassicas out shortly, so I'll need a few beds for the brassicas. The cauliflower, the calabrese. We've got some standard broccoli as well. We've got Romanesco. We've got the Violetta, you know, the sort of purpley coloured cauliflower. We've got a few different varieties. We've got some pointed cabbage. So I need some space for those. Now that's going to be devoted to potatoes, I know that. That's going to be devoted to the sweet corn, which is coming along fantastically. And will be going out this weekend, I do believe. The peas are looking crap, so I might do that as a brassica bed. The lady farmer's going to do the peas at home, where there aren't any mice, or not too many mice, and the pigeons can't get into our garden at the back. Or I've never seen a pigeon in the garden. They probably come in the droves once we start introducing the peas, but never mind. So there's a bed there, there's a bed there, there's a bed there that can be used for brassicas. So there's 1, 2, these are 6x4, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, falling over the onion bed there. That's not going to be used for one. I was going to be doing that, but I don't know whether I can get that in now, that cage, because the meeting's tomorrow. of the wise old elves on the committee, and I haven't got the letter in, but it'll save that for another time, because I think I've got enough space. I've got these ones here, I've got this one, which is like a 14 foot by 4 foot, and the same with this one. So there's 2 big long beds there that we're going to have for the brassicas. So I think I'll have enough, but I have got lots of brassicas. Altogether I've got about 62 brassica plants, if not more. I'm going to check in a second, I'll show you. That's got the spuds in already. That's the in-ground first early new potato spud challenge, the shoot off. Weed there, nettle. Escape the pogrom, that one, that nettle. That'll be dealt with. See how they spread these. These are the raspberries, and they're coming on with much rampants. The bees are all over them. Came and looked at it before. There was about 40-50 bees when the sun was out earlier. There's a raspberry there, escaping, making a break for it. There's a bloody dandelion there as well. It's a never-ending battle, boys and girls, with the weeds. But we'll keep on top of it. Let me look in here. Horses' tails. This end will be bindweed, no doubt. I think I pulled the bindweeds out the other day. But there's plenty of horses' tails in. I had some seafood sticks for my dinner, and they're not agreeing with me in any kind of a way. I don't know why, but reflux, beautiful. There's plenty of bindweed in that one. So these are going to have to be sorted out. I'll do my best to sort them out. This is going to be covered. Down here, this is where the old pea bed was, where the mice had absolutely every pea out of it. I put about 100, or the lady farmer put about 100 peas in there, and the mice had every single pea. The little measly mice. We're going to have the buckets down here. Plenty of buckets going on down here. First earlies, and some of the big ones we'll have, because we're going to do a comparison with in-ground and out-ground in the containers with the main croppers as well. So there'll be Sarpo Mira and Maris Piper going into some of these buckets. I think I've got about 16 of them, so we'll do 8 of each. Yeah? And then we'll compare that to what we've got in here, because I'm going to get 16, I think, in here. Potentially 16 in here. 2 rows of 8. I'll have the Sarpo Miras down 1 row, and then I'll have the Maris Piper down another row. But we've got wayward potatoes again in here. You never catch them all. I bet I've pulled about 5 or 6 of these out over the last couple of weeks. These wayward jobs. Volunteers, these from last year, that I never found. I bet it's deep, that, and that's why I never found it. Yeah, it feels like it's pretty deep, that. Let's have a look where he is, him. Or her, I don't want to be sexist. It looks like a Sarpo. How do you miss them? You know what I mean? I mean, this is feeling like it's pretty big. Yeah, look at that. Sarpo Mira potato, that. From last year. And that was popping up. But you think to yourself, oh, why have you pulled it out? It's because I want them all to be. I need to know what's under the ground. I need to know that the Sarpos are going to be here at the back and the Maris Pipers are going to be here at the front. That's what I need to know, because I'm mainly retentive and a control freak. But look at that. How'd you miss that? How could that be missed when I was digging it all out? And I'd give them a thorough good going through all of these beds, because I want to get all the spuds out. That's a good chipper, that. Not a bad chipper. Get 3 or 4 inch chips out of that. Probably about 8. You know what I mean? Again, the mysteries of Mother Nature, that. Flower garden's looking alright at the front. I'm not going to do a full plot tour, guys. I might do one this weekend, but I just thought I'd show you what I'm up to on a Tuesday night. Tuesday the 10th, is it today? Look at that. Interloper. You get a shot of him after as well. You can go on the top in for the birds, or maybe not. You can join the pebbles down there. I'll never make the Harlem Globetrotters with my technique. So, yeah, I was talking about these, where are the garlic? Now, as I say again, I want to get these as brassica beds. Get them back to brassicas because I've got the pak choi as well. I think I've got about 20 pak choi, and these were going to be for the pak choi. Now, I can get some in here. I could probably get about 10 or 12 pak choi in this bed. In fact, I'll probably get more than that, potentially. No, I'll get 12 in this bed. Sort of offset, zigzaggy in this bed. But I need to know what the situation is with that garlic under there, because it shouldn't be too far off. Now, some of them are weedy little specimens, look. A bit of a problem with some of them. But I'm thinking we could potentially be starting to get these out, and maybe this weekend, if I do get them out, maybe this weekend we can start to use these beds for brassicas, which is the intention. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it's split, that. We haven't had a big frost this winter. It's the frost that splits them. No, that's not split. I'm going to pull it out anyway. Sod it. It's not split, that. And swelled. May not have too much luck this year then with the garlic. Wish we had more luck with the garlic than we do with the horse's tails, guys. Look at that again. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Get deep down when you're pulling these up if you can. Be gentle, gently tweeze them out. Yeah. The deeper the better, really, because they'll just come straight back up again. Don't worry about that. We're not upsetting the delicate balance of nature with our weed in here. She's definitely winning. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to leave them a couple more weeks and water these beds. Try and get some swelling in the bulbs underneath. But it doesn't look like they've split, which can happen when you have mild winters. It can happen that there are certain tricks you can do before you put them in that help to get them to split. Some people put them in the fridge overnight for a couple of days, you know, or even in the freezer for a bit. That's what old Barry does, apparently. I don't know whether he's telling me lies or whatever, but that's what he reckons. Right. Been weeding these paths down here as well, scraping all the old stuff out. It's a constant battle with these weeds. Look at these are in these buckets. I'm going to have to tip them out as well. I've got a full barrow there. I just moved 2 barrows, but I can't be bothered doing any more tonight. Got to get down there. I've got to pen these in, clear all this out. Clear these out round here and keep on top of the weeding. This is the worst bit here at the moment, around here and in there. Yeah, so I've another full day's worth of weeding, guys. It's all part of the fun, you know. I keep telling myself that. Therapeutic weeding. It's not, though. It drives you insane. Psychosomatic, addict insane. And that top bit. So there's that top bit as well. And around there, these hedges want trimming. That's not too bad of a job. That's half an hour of a job, that, when I get my trimmers down, my hedge trimmers. We'll get that sorted out. These bags are going to be cleared away and bagged up. I put them all in one bag. I use these for clearing detritus, so I'm going to keep these and store them underneath the benches in here. In Cheeky Tunnel 1. We can store stuff underneath there. Again, the weeds have come back. That was only a week ago I did them weeds. I didn't put the vinegar down there. I put the vinegar down these paths. So that all the horses' tails, when they were coming up, I give them a spray with vinegar and it seems to have killed them back. Or at least the top growth seems to have been killed back. But some of it is popping its nose through again. Doesn't take it down to the root, does it, the vinegar? Although some people say it does. It doesn't. Through experience, I've done that 3 times now and they're still coming up, aren't they? So that's not quite right, is it? Get my tomatoes out as well this weekend. That's the pak choi there, look. And that's where the spaghetti squash is going to go at the side of where them pole beans are. Right, let's crack on. To the polytunnels. Time's a wasting, the clock is ticking. And we're never going to get that back, you know. Once it's gone, time. Time is relative, of course, like, but... too warm for them in here. I might transfer these brassicas. Where can I put them though? Because the green... I suppose I could put them in the greenhouse and open all the windows, but take a look at this. So we've got the brassica family at the front there. We've got the beets at the back, which do need to go out definitely this week. Got them cucumbers I need to put into me clear 6mm clear twin wall polycarbonate greenhouse at the top. We've got the spinach there, that needs to go out. We've got those there, which will be growing corns if I don't leave them. If I don't get them out, if I leave them in here, they'll be growing corns on them. We're getting cobs. They're definitely ready for going out, those. They're a good foot high, probably 14 inches high then. So they are ready to go out. We've got the onions, we've got some leeks there. They'll be going out in a bit. They're not quite ready. You want them to be sort of pencil thick really, but I might need to sort of split them down and do something with them. The Wilco there, golden acre at the back. They need some water in those as well. Now that's celery there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. You have to be very, very tender pricking that out, won't you? Be careful. Never grown celery before. But these are the brassicas, and they're not doing well in here really. They're suffering a bit, these little brassicas. I feel sorry for them. But they've got to go out. I mean, how many have we got? 12, not 12. If we deduct, say, 3 from each, there's 12, 24, 48 there, 48 there. Right, so that's 96. We'll deduct probably deduct about 10 of them. There's about 86. About 90 altogether, 90 brassicas there. I despise losing any, but I might just favour the ones that are, you know, the ones that are looking the best. I like them straight like that. Straight's good because straight makes them grow straight. When you get the sort of winky wonky lower part, they don't tend to grow straight and they fall over. And I don't like that because, again, I'm anally retentive and I like everything to be perfect and what have you. The beans are doing well. Dwarf French beans, cucumbers, again, greening up nicely, those, as opposed to those ones that have not gone in the ground, which need to go in the ground. Exactly the same sorts of cucumbers, those. And the yellow, or they're getting yellow. So they definitely need to go in. To be 6mm clear twin wall polycarbonate greenhouse at the top. The first structure I ever built, that, I'll show you it. For you newbies who've never seen it before, that's it. Built with these fur hands. It looked smart that when it was done. It needs a lick of paint, though it's getting a bit shabby now, that. But it was good when I did it, that. A 6x8, or just over 8 actually. It's a little bit longer than 8. But I did it from scratch. I did it with a fervent fever to get it done. Just built a base and then built it up from that. It's all timber and clear twin wall polycarbonate, that. And it's a good one. It works very well. Got the ventilation at the back and the ventilation at the front. I'll show you it on weekend properly. You can have a good look at it. But that's where the beetroots are going to go. They're going to go in there. The beetroots are going to be fine in there. I'm also going to be continuing to do the paving down here on the weekend. I'll take those out and put them to the back of Tiki Tunnel 2 like I've done with these, just for the time being, while I get the flags in, while I get the paving slabs in. I'm going to need 8, 12 maybe to the end, maybe 12. I've got 12 anyway. So they'll go side by side with them. And then those thin ones there, the bases, the concrete bases, fence bases, if I'm lucky, might fill in that gap there down the side, and then we can have a completely paved area down here, which would be brilliant, wouldn't it? I've got a half one of those as well, which would probably fit nicely there. Might have to grind it down or something like that, but I'm blathering now, aren't I? These are all plans afoot. Your mind wanders when you're down here on the plots, you know. It's great. There's loads to go out though, and I'm the man to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for me, are they? Hey? Right, boys and girls. Good to come down here and chill out. Keep growing with your heads down. The ghost of Percy Thrower behind me. So keep growing with your heads down. Remember, we love you all. And if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. I've been good and Murphinda. You've been fantastic, beautiful and fragrant if you're a lady. You've been masculine, virile and forthright if you're a gentleman. And if you've been something in between, you've been something in between. And remember, we love you all. Take care of each other. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to give the thumbs up. And I'll catch you later. Ta-da now.